Welcome back to JBSports. I'm your host, John the Bird, and today is a normal video. I wanted to do Worlds Collide predictions, but I just did not have time. But I will have Money in the Bank predictions. Yes, it is Money in the Bank today, and we have a pretty nice card, I think. Excuse me. We have a pretty nice card, and I think it's going to shock a few people with how good these matches will be. So, in no particular order, we'll go over some of the matches. Well, I'll guess the order, but I'm not saying this is final. But just from what I'm thinking, first match of the night, I think they'll shock us and go women's Money in the Bank, actually. I think it will be Alexa Bliss versus Roxanne Perez versus Rhea Ripley versus Julia versus Naomi and Stephanie Vaquer. Let me just say, this women's Money in the Bank ladder match, I think, has the potential to be one of the best. These NXT women's superstars have come into the main roster and absolutely done amazing. Stephanie, first match, she wins, deservedly so. She's already been doing great. Julia and Roxanne Perez, they've been doing awesome in their main roster call-ups. So really happy for them. Really happy that WWE is finally getting these call-ups, and they're making it easier for the wrestler to win over with the crowd, and they're giving them better spots than what they've usually given them. So it's nice to see the WWE take initiative for these call-ups, because this women's division is just getting better and better. Now, who do I think will win? This one, so I will be doing a punishment, and this one is going to be tricky because I have to get at least 3 of the matches correct, and if not, I have to do a punishment. We'll figure out what that punishment is, but we will get it done. So, going into this match, Alexa Bliss, Roxanne Perez, Rhea Ripley, Julia, Naomi, Stephanie Vaquer. All wonderful choices. I'm going to eliminate 2 off the bat. Alexa Bliss, love her. She's a great wrestler. I don't think she's going to get the Money in the Bank contract. I just don't think it's what's going to happen. But she's going to do great in this match. The other person I'm just going to eliminate off the bat, Rhea Ripley. Everybody likes Rhea. Everybody loves Rhea. Some people don't, but it's a preference thing. But I do think she can go for the title by just winning matches. She doesn't need a Money in the Bank briefcase like these other superstars do. So Alexa Bliss and Rhea Ripley off the bat immediately. And then you look at Roxanne Perez, Julia, Naomi, and Stephanie Vaquer, right? I'm sorry, I have Worlds Collide on my phone to keep that on because it is just about to start. But immediately, I know Julia is eyeing that Women's United States Championship, so I'm going to take her off the list because they're not going to have them cash in on mid-card titles. They did it once. It was really stupid, and I don't think they'll do it again. So Julia, I'm taking off the plate, which leaves Roxanne Perez, Naomi, and Stephanie Vaquer. Naomi has had an amazing change in her character. She is killing it at this character. She's doing really good with Jade Cargill. She's doing really good with Bianca. And nobody deserves this more than Naomi. Naomi, she's been amazing. She's taking her licks. She's giving them out. She's breaking into people's houses. She's stealing stuff, whatever. But this is a character that I think would be amazing with the Money in the Bank briefcase, especially her history with Tiffany Stratton. Roxanne Perez, the best women's champion in NXT history, in my opinion, came to the main roster, hasn't won a lot of matches, but she has looked amazing in every single one she's been in. That's another chance. And then, of course, Stephanie Vaquer, amazing superstar. She had a pretty good run with the title. I'm not going to say it's the best because lengthwise and just the people she wrestled, she had great matches and she put on some great matches. But it's just not the same level as Roxanne Perez to me, at least. But this one is hard. I'm going to take Roxanne Perez off, and I'm going to be between Naomi and Stephanie Vaquer. Stephanie Vaquer, I think, would be a great pick. I think it's a little too soon. I think that it's going to go to Naomi. I think Naomi will take the women's Money in the briefcase and have a great run with it, become a champ like she should, and then probably Jade Cargill will take it off of her. I think that's something that's realistically possible. So I'm going to go Naomi to win the women's Money in the Bank match. Next, we're going to go to the Women's Intercontinental Championship, Lyra Valkyria versus Becky Lynch. Every single match they put on has been great. I think it'll continue with that trail. I really do think these two they have great chemistry. They are amazing superstars, and they both deserve this title. I think that usually people don't win 3 times in a row. I mean, Seth Rollins against Cody happened, but personally, I don't think Becky will lose again. I think Becky will take this championship, and not because Lyra isn't good, not because Lyra doesn't deserve it, but I think that Becky, what she said, when she comes back, when she has runs, when she's gonna wrestle, she's gonna go big or go home. And I don't think her first run back after being gone for a while, she's just gonna lose twice in a row and just get skunked. So I think Becky will take this on a screwy finish, and I think Lyra will get it back eventually, and I think it'll be a great match when it does happen. But having Becky Lynch, one of the best or the best women's superstar of all time, take this can help elevate it. Lyra's already elevated. She's been great with it, but it's just another level. And then Lyra can take it back, or she can go for a higher title, all up to WWE. But it just gets Lyra a new way to the top because you can be like, oh, you know what? She beat her twice. She beat Becky Lynch twice. She lost to a screwy finish. It's all good. Go for the title. It's just the elevation tactic. I think it'll be great. And I really do think that Becky Lynch will come away with the win, especially after last match, how that went. So I'm going to go Becky Lynch to beat Lyra Valkyria and become your new Women's Intercontinental Champion. Especially off of the recent, I'm blanking right now. Wow. Recent promos Becky has been saying where she don't care what the fans think. She'll take whatever she wants. Becky Hogan is what people are saying, but it is what it is. Next, match, Solo Sikoa, men's Money in the Bank, Solo Sikoa, LA Knight, Penta, Seth Rollins, Andrade, and El Grande Americano, aka Chad Gable, just joking. Chad Gable has a match at Worlds Collide, which I think will be really good, but we're just going to stick with this so far, and I don't think, I'm just going to eliminate 2 people off the bat. Penta, I love Penta so much. She is an amazing superstar, but I just don't think he has the best chance to win it. If Penta gets it, I will absolutely love it. I just don't think he will get it. Next, you have El Grande Americano. Really funny character. Have loved the work so far, but I do not think he is winning it just because El Grande Americano as champ. If he becomes Chad Gable before he becomes champ, okay, maybe, but I just don't think it's reasonable to do that. So that leaves, and then I'm going to eliminate one more person, Andrade. I love Andrade. I adore him. Honestly, I'd be totally fine with him being the Money in the Bank winner. I know a lot of other people wouldn't. They want Carmelo. I love Andrade, so I think he's going to be great in this match. He was brilliant in last year's match, but I just don't think he has the best chance of winning it. So that leaves 3 people, Solo Sikoa, LA Knight, and Seth Rollins. Love Solo. He's been great recently. I don't think they want him as champ. I think he's been doing really well with what he's been doing now, so they should probably keep it around there. So we're gonna take Solo out and we're gonna leave it between LA Knight and Seth Rollins. So LA Knight, Seth Rollins, both amazing superstars. I don't want to be biased. I'm a big fan of Seth Rollins, but between the two right now, LA Knight, he's been great. He deserves to be in the main event spotlight. And, a lot of people want him to win. And I'd be totally fine with that. But I think that Seth Rollins will actually walk away with this. Um, Not because he's more deserving than everyone else. I think a lot of people have done enough to deserve it. I just think with Seth Rollins' new group, they kind of want him in a even more prominent role. So him getting the Money in the Bank briefcase, eventually taking the championship away from Jey Uso or John Cena, which I don't think it'll be John Cena. Whoever it takes it away from, probably Jey, just because the recent beef. in the recent storylines, but having him get that is just another step in the ladder for the championship. He was the first one to get it. He elevated it really well. He had some great matches. Get him that championship back, bring it up that much more, and I think it'll be absolutely great. And you get him as the champion of the group. You start to get that storyline where maybe Braun or Bronson Reed get jealous. Seth has some great feuds with people, and you see Braun and Bronson Reed start to maybe turn a little bit, which my guess it'll be Braun Breaker that turns first because Bronson Reed is a great wrestler. He is really cool. But I think if the next superstar of that group is Braun Breaker. So it's kind of going to be like that Randy Orton thing where he goes away and maybe he beats Seth, maybe he doesn't. But I think Braun Breaker might be the next champion after Seth. Just saying. So moving off of that, I'll have Seth Rollins winning it. And if anyone else wins, honestly, I'm okay with everybody winning it, but El Grande Americano. If he's Chad Gable when he catches it in, okay. But I really, really do hope that it is someone other than him. But I will go Seth Rollins. And then final match of the night is what I'm guessing will be Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso versus John Cena and Logan Paul. And I feel like you might get a cash in just today on that last match where maybe Seth will come out and or whoever wins comes out and cashes in on. I think Jey Uso will be the one who gets cashed in on because John Cena, I think he's going to lose in a one-on-one match to elevate someone for the championship rather than get cashed in on because heel Cena, I feel like the guy that needs to get beat. He needs to get beat. It's kind of like the Roman Reigns thing. He just needs to be beat. No cash in, just beat straight up. Now, between the two teams, I don't actually remember. It's kind of hard because John Cena, he's won every match so far, and it's a tag team match, so it would be understandable if he lost, especially to Cody Rhodes, the quarterback and the other world champion. I do think that Cody and Jey will win. I think it'll be a pretty good match. I think there's going to be a lot of high spots, especially between Logan and Jey. Logan is going to have, I think, a crazy spot because he always does in a match. He did pretty good with Cody Rhodes. He had a okay match with Jey Uso, and you know John can put on some good matches. So I think it'll be a good match. I think what's going to happen is Logan Paul is going to be tagged in, right? And they're going to take out the ref. John Cena is going to try to hit the guy so Logan Paul can get the pin, and either Jey or Cody will stop him, take him out, and the other person will finish Logan Paul and get the win. So I will go Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso to win this match, and hopefully I'm right because this is going to be a very close, tight window for a punishment if I do get it wrong. But to go through my winners today, first match of the day, the women's Money in the Bank ladder match. Alexa Bliss versus Roxanne Perez versus Rhea Ripley versus Julia versus Naomi versus Stephanie Vaquer. I have Naomi walking out with the briefcase. That is my first prediction. Next prediction for the Women's Intercontinental Championship match between Lyra Valkyria and Becky Lynch. I have Becky Lynch walking away as your Women's Intercontinental Champion by kind of a screwy finish because I don't think Lyra's going to lose clean. Then, second to last match of the night, the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. I will have between Solo Sikoa, LA Knight, Penta, Seth Rollins, Andrade, and El Grande Americano. I have Seth Rollins walking out with the Money in the Bank briefcase. I do have a little worry that his team's going to come out and CM Punk will cost him, but I'm just going to stick with my gut here and say that'll be my one miss. And then for the last match of the night, Cody Rhodes versus Jey Uso versus John Cena and Logan Paul. I have Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso walking out with the win, and I will have Logan Paul eating the pin. But those are my predictions. Let me know how you feel about them. Let me know if you think something else. But for the Money in the Bank pay-per-view, I think it'll be a very good show. I think people are underestimating it. I know some stuff is going on recently that's making people a little scared, but trust the process. I think it'll be great. Enjoy Worlds Collide. Well, if you're already watching, I hope you're enjoying it. If you're gonna watch it later, I hope you enjoy it. I'm gonna be watching it very soon, and I'm gonna enjoy Money in the Bank, and I hope you do too. So thank you very much for watching this video. If you liked it, put a like, subscribe, whatever you feel like. Thank you very much, and have a great day. Enjoy the pay-per-views, and bye.